time for monthly favorites. And there's not going to be any regrets in this video because I had so many regrets. There's a whole other video for that. Yes, I had that many fails this month. So if you'd like to see this huge pile of favorites, then just keep watching. Bunch of random stuff. Let's start with this. So I've been on a diet. Jesus, take the wheel. And I've been trying to increase my water intake. And I got this at Walmart. If I can find it on walmart.com, I will link it. But this keeps my water so flippin' cold. So I try to drink a couple of these a day, but this was like $10. So next time I'm at Walmart, I'm buying a second one. Let me just take a little sip. So something that has really helped me drink my water, because y'all, I hate water. I just don't like water. I just don't. So, but I found something to go in my water, gives it a little flavor. It's the Mio Energy. I've never tried this stuff before. But it has caffeine and B vitamins, and it's delicious. Like, I love this stuff. The first day I bought it, I was like, okay, Autumn, you gotta drink more water. But you hate water, so there's a dilemma. So I was like, maybe I'll get some, what's it called? Oh, I can't think of the... starts with a C. Crystal Light. I was like, I'll get some Crystal Light. Crystal Light sucks, but at least it's not plain water. So I went to the Crystal Light section, and I saw these, and I was like, oh, B vitamins and caffeine. Maybe I should give it a try. And when I got home, I put this in a little water, and it's so good. It's so good. It doesn't have that Crystal Light artificial flavor. It just makes the water more refreshing. That's how I feel anyway. Maybe some of y'all like water. I don't know. Alright, we got a body product. So before I go into this body product, I had been ordering body washes and things like that from like Sephora and Ulta, and really spending a lot of money on some of these. And I just was not overly impressed. Like, I wanted something that had that coconut, vanilla kind of, you know, vibe, that smell. But I wanted something that was moisturizing. And I had really spent a lot of money on Sephora and Ulta trying to find something to work. And I gave up. Totally gave up. So I went to the Dollar General in my hometown, and I was like, you know what? Forget it. Forget coconut, forget vanilla, forget moisturizing, forget cruelty-free. Offer me some grace here, okay? I was like, forget all of it. I'm just going to go into the Dollar General and get a body wash. Like, I just need a body wash. So, I found this for $4 and something. It's Palmer's Coconut Oil Formula with vitamin E. It's called their Indulgent Coconut Oil Body Wash. No sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oils, no gluten, and it's cruelty free. So I get my grace back. It has that coconut oil smell, so it fits in line with all the body products that I use. It's cruelty free, and it's ultra moisturizing. And did I mention it was $4 and something? Like, so, major win on this one. Okay, here's another one that may confuse a few folks. It is the Ordinary Lactic Acid and the Ordinary cold pressed virgin marula oil. I know what you're saying. You're thinking, wait a minute, Autumn. You just did the Ordinary Lactic Acid versus Sunday Riley Good Genes, and you said Sunday Riley was better. And you would be correct. For my face, I use Sunday Riley Good Genes. But I had to put this in my favorites because it was sitting in my skincare. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? Like, I don't want to waste it. Even though it wasn't very expensive, I don't want to waste it. Not going to use it on my face anymore because, you know, the Sunday Riley Good Genes is so much better. So what could I possibly do with this? I'll see the light bulb. Is there a light bulb here? I'm totally going to put one in the video. So every night after I do my skincare for my face, I put a drop down each arm, rub it in, and then I put the Marula oil on top and rub that in and go to bed. And I have noticed such a softness in my arms. And I gotta tell you, I went to the dermatologist. I have a couple of moles. Now, this was before I started doing this. Okay. I had a couple of moles that the dermatologist, when I lived in South Carolina, said needed to be evaluated once a year. So I went to her once a year, and then I moved to Montgomery and I didn't go. And then I moved here. I've been here almost a year. So I haven't been to a dermatologist in about 2 years to get evaluated. So I made my appointment. So I go to the dermatologist and he does the whole, you know, literally head to toe evaluation. And he goes, "You don't have any moles that concern me." I was like, "What?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "I don't know what she's talking about." He said, "Actually, for a 40-year-old, he said, your skin is perfect." Yeah, a dermatologist told me my skin was perfect. I have bragged and bragged to my family about that. But what he meant was, because my skin is not perfect, don't get that twisted. I got the wrinkles, you know. But what he meant was I had very little sun damage. And he said he could really tell that I took care of my skin. It was such a proud moment. So we're stepping up our skin game and using this little combo on our arms. All right, next favorite. I got so many. Literally, let me pause here for a minute. If you want to go get some popcorn, go get you a little snack, maybe some refreshing water to drink, because I got so much stuff. So, I have become a Hush app addict. The eyeshadow I'm wearing today is from Hush, although I did this makeup look probably like 8 hours ago, so I'm not sure how well it's looking right now. But I have become a Hush addict. In fact, I have an eyeshadow palette on the way as we speak. Like, I've always got something on the way from Hush. But this is the Paradise Highlight Kit. When I tell you, I have not stopped using this highlighter since I got it. Like, I've only had it probably 3 weeks and you can already see the dent. So this is like a cream and these are powders. So you take the cream and you kind of lay it on. Now the cream by itself gives a really nice sheen. But then when you take the highlighter and put on top of that cream, I mean, you are going next level shine. Next level shine. I think this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty 3D something. So Huda Beauty, you know, I can't buy you. I can only buy your dupe. Okay. Next, we got so much stuff in here to talk about. Okay, next is this Urban Decay Rehab Makeup Prep Hot Springs Hydrating Gel. At first, I did not like this. When I first started using it, I let it replace my morning moisturizer. So after probably about 4 days of just using this in the morning as my moisturizer, I could tell it wasn't enough moisture and my face was getting dry. So I went back to a different moisturizer in the morning. So I do my morning routine, put on my, layers of skincare. But then when I sit down to start my makeup, I go back in with this. And it's moisturizing, but it's got a gel texture and it almost softens the look of my skin, like blurs very slightly. I still use a primer, but it just gives this added, I feel like it gives the primer a boost. So I've really, really enjoyed this product. All right, the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Bronzer. Let me tell you how much I love this bronzer. I am purging the rest of my bronzers. Yes, I am doing a makeup graveyard. I am purging through my makeup. I am seriously getting rid of some stuff. I do this every couple of months, but I hang on, like I probably have, I don't know how many bronzers I have, but I love this one so much. All bronzers are going. This is the only one I need to reach for. Now, I will tell you this. This is in Warm Radiance. If I get much of a tan this summer, it's not going to be dark enough. So I may have to purchase a little darker of one, but she's all I need. The rest, deuces. Okay, this blush by Urban Decay. I think I might have done a first impressions, or I definitely use this on a get ready with me. It's the Urban Decay 8-Hour Afterglow in the color Score. And it is, in my opinion, the perfect blush. It's the perfect shade. It has a peach but pink undertones. So it goes well with your cool looks, it goes well with your warm looks, it goes well with a pink lip, it goes well with a nude lip. Like, it is just the most versatile color. I love it, and I have already started to put a dent in it, and I only got it this month. Alright, I'm trying to move fast. Let me get some of this off my hand. Okay. The Hourglass Ambient, it's the Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. If you remember, when I first bought this, I was like, because the last time I had Ethereal Light, and it had like a pinky tone, whereas this has more of a, what would you call that? It's not really champagne, like an off-white. So the first time I used this, I used it in a first impressions or something. I didn't like it as much as the Ethereal Light. I just felt like it didn't give me quite the pop that that Ethereal Light gave me. But then I kept playing with it, and the more I use it, the more I like it better than the Ethereal Light. It gives my skin almost a lit from within healthy glow. Like, it literally makes, because I put it all over, it makes my skin almost wet, I want to say, just very glowy. So I have went from I don't like it as well to now I like it better. It's almost like you put a subtle highlighter on your face, but not quite. It's just like this healthy sheen. I don't know how to explain it, but look, I've already made the top flat. I've used it that much. Okay. Y'all, you knew I hauled the Jeffree Star lipsticks, and let me tell you, his formula is amazing. Tiana, why did you not tell me? Okay, maybe Tiana did tell me, but I just couldn't jump on the Jeffree Star bandwagon. I couldn't do it, but I did it, and I have not pulled for another single lipstick since I got these. These are my 4 favorites. Several other colors came in the box, but these 4 are all that I need in my life. They're all I need. All I need is you, you, you. They're so pretty. So we have Mannequin, which is probably my favorite. Then Leo. This is my least favorite of the 4. Leo is a little darker. As the summer comes, I'll probably use this less. Celebrity Skin, which I love. I think Celebrity Skin may be what I wore today. No, today I have on my lips Mannequin with a Marc Jacobs lip topper. And this one is Skin Tight. Now, Skin Tight, I tend to use more for, if I have one of these darker colors on, I'll put Skin Tight just in the center. But his formula is truly amazing. They do not dry my lips out. They go on matte, but very comfortable matte. Like they don't my lips. They're a very, 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 very comfortable matte. I really want to get more, and I meant to when he had his sale the other weekend, and a bitch forgot. Okay, we're getting there. So I repurchased the Shade and Light. I don't think I've used this on camera yet, but I had the original Shade and Light palette, and I went through this color and the yellow, and when they were empty, I just never used the other colors. And the original one that I had was not refillable. So these, there's little holes, so I can pop them out when they're empty and just buy replacements. So they weren't refillable. I had went through the only 2 shades that I used. So when I moved back to Virginia from Alabama, I just purged it. I just got rid of it. And then when I got here, I started using cream contour. So I was using the Cream Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. Benefit's not cruelty free, so I had been on the hunt for a replacement cream contour. And I could not find one, honestly, that compared to the Hoola. So finally I was like, you know what? Let me just order the Shade and Light palette again. I was like, I know it'll be a waste because I only used 2 colors out of it, but I loved the formula. I forgot how much I loved this formula, and I use all the colors now. I think I've gotten a little more brave with my makeup. So I will use this one and this one, which is Subconscious and Shadow Play, to really carve out my cheekbones. I use Subconscious to contour my nose. I use the mix of the 2 to go under my chin, a little bit on my forehead. Then I'll take this deeper one, which is Somber, and I'll really deepen in that crease a little bit. That crease. That contour. And then I use this one, which is Levitation, to carve out the bottom part of my chin. So I use all the colors. The only one I don't really use is Lucid, but that's just because I may use it when I get a little darker. So I use all the colors now, and when I run out, I can buy the refills, and I won't have to buy the full-size kit ever again. We're getting there. I need another drink. I told you I had a lot of stuff. It's been a good month. Okay. The Androgyny Palette. This is the month of Jeffree Star. I took a drink because I'm addicted to water now, which is a good thing. And then I took a little vape break. I forgot where we were. I think we were talking about the Androgyny Palette. Let's hope. palette at first had a love-hate relationship. So, as you can see, I've used almost all the colors. I have not used Poison, which is funny because it's probably one of my favorites, or Charm, but I have used all the others. These two are probably my most used. The first impression video that I did, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But at the same time, I thought I probably didn't push it to its potential because I was a little nervous. So the second and third time that I used it, I was like, the pigment is not really there. Like, all I hear is how pigmented his shadows are, but they're not that pigmented. Alright, so like the fourth time I tried to use it, I did my base a little bit differently. So usually I would go in with a heavy, not heavy, but I would go in with a transition shade and then put the colors on top. You know how I usually do my looks, transition shade first. So I tried using this palette, doing the transition shade last, which is what I did with this look today. So I go in with the crease color, then I do my eyelid, and then I'll buff out that crease color with the transition shade. When I did that, this was, oh, it was amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I see what everyone is talking about. So we had a few ups and downs, me and Androgyny, but once I figured out how to use it, and that, I know I've said this on my channel before, but that is why sometimes I don't like first impressions, because especially with eyeshadows or with certain powders, a first impression is not really going to tell you if the product is good or not. Because with my first impression, I was my second and third, I was like, hell no. And then I figured it out. I figured out how to use it. So sometimes it just takes a little work. So if you would like to see me do a look, now that I've kind of figured out how to use it to its fullest potential, just let me know and I will do that. Okay, we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end. This JOUER Skinny Dip palette, if you love glitter, hard pressed glitter, you have to get this. You need this in your life. I can't tell you how many times I have pulled, like I have a dent in this, I have a dent in this, and I have a dent in this one. I don't really use Midnight Swim very much. And I don't think I've used tan lines, but anytime I want a pretty look, and oftentimes I will take colors from a palette and I'll do like the cut crease and put down whatever shimmer is in that palette, and I go, it needs a little more. And so I'll go over their shimmer from whatever palette with one of these, and it is just... So let me show you. So let's just use, let's use Frosting from the Androgyny. Now, this is not a glitter shade, right? So, it's pretty. It's got a pop. It's got some sheen to it. But now, alright, so before... Now if I go on top of it with that skinny dip, see how it just gives it that little extra boom. I'm telling y'all, I have used the absolute hell out of this palette. It's to the point now that I don't even do a look without it, because I want that extra pop. So this is my jam. Okay, last is... Not last. I got one more after this. The JOUER highlighter that I bought several weeks ago. This has become my favorite highlighter. Like, I keep it in this drawer. Y'all know if it's in this drawer, it's my jam. But, okay, so here we go again. This highlighter by itself is gorgeous. But you take this Bad Habit palette. Ah! Almost dropped it. And I'll do a side by side. Lay down that cream color. I hope the difference is going to show on camera. Do you see the difference? So this is without the cream, with the cream. So I hope y'all can tell the difference. But that has been my go-to highlighter all month, is the cream out of this and the JOUER on top. And it is gorgeous. It's not glittery, but it is in your face. Bam. In your face. Some highlighter fairies have fallen down from heaven and sprinkled their love on my face. Like, okay. One last thing. And do you remember earlier in the video when I asked for a little bit of grace? Okay. So I ordered a perfume. I struggled. I didn't know if I should put this in or not put it in. But then I was like, if I don't put it in, I'm hiding from my subscribers the fact that I bought something that was not cruelty free. And I don't want to lie. But I honestly, so this is one of the things with that being cruelty free. This is one of the challenges. There are things that you don't think about. So when I ordered a perfume, I didn't think about if it was a cruelty-free brand. Never even popped in my head. I just ordered a perfume that I had been wanting for like 2 years. So I had my ultimate rewards, right? I could have gotten like $100 and some worth of free product. And I got on Ulta and I couldn't decide what I wanted. Like, I have all the makeup I want. I have all the makeup I need. And I have this whole, well, that's not it, but I have this whole basket of stuff that I need to try for you guys, that I need to do like a first impressions. There is no other makeup that I want out there. So I had my ultimate rewards points and I said, I don't want makeup. I have too much. We're going to do a purge. Tiana, get ready, because I'm purging. I cannot stand an excessive amount of makeup. I just can't. Now, eyeshadow palettes, that's a different story. But when you get tons of blushes and bronzers, and it overwhelms me. It causes me to have anxiety, and I have to purge it. You can ask Tiana, because usually I call her up, girlfriend, come get some of this shit. So I didn't want any more makeup. So I said, you know what? I'm buying that $80-some perfume. Which isn't a terribly expensive amount to spend on perfume. But y'all saw my little bag of samples. Like, I could probably go the rest of my life and never buy a perfume. But I loved the scent. And I have wanted this perfume for nearly 2 years. Every time I go into Sephora, I do a little ch-ch-ch. Because I love it. It is my scent. Like, it's me. It has all of the notes that I love in a scent. So I've wanted it for 2 years. I had the points. Cruelty free never popped in my head. I just said, I'm spending all my points on this perfume. So I did. And I love it. And so just give me a little grace, because I know it's not cruelty free. But I smell delicious. It's the Poison Girl by Dior. It just smells like I feel like I should smell. Like, this is just so me. Like, I feel like I should get out of bed smelling like this. And I truly have wanted this for years. Perfume is just not something I spend money on. So I did. And then after I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, Dior is not cruelty free. So if you could all just comment below, you're forgiven, it would just really make me feel so much better. It really would, because y'all would not believe the guilt I have felt over that perfume. Alright guys, my desk is covered. I've got so many items here, but May really was an awesome month in makeup for me. Like, I even had to take some stuff out because I was like, I can't put all this stuff in there. But on the flip side of that, I had more fails this month than I think I've ever had. So I'm going to do a video on nothing but fails. So stay tuned for that. That will post on Monday, I think. Monday. Alright. Alright, my loves. So that was all my favorites. Don't forget to comment. You're forgiven. I would appreciate it. It would make me feel better. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything, because we're about to do a giveaway. It's going to be a small giveaway for June, but it's leading up to a big giveaway when we hit 500 subscribers. It's going to be huge. I've started buying things here and there and putting in a little tub for this ultimate 500 subscriber celebration. But until then, there will be a small giveaway in June, so you got to be subscribed to qualify for that, and hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss when I post the giveaway video. Alright, until next time, my loves.